In 2007, 3 large clinical studies showed a 60% reduction in the risk of female-to-male HIV infection among circumcised men in Africa. Based on this evidence, UNAIDS and WHO recommended voluntary medical male circumcision, also known as VMMC, programs in 14 countries in sub-Saharan Africa. The goal is to circumcise over 20 million men to prevent more than 3.4 million new HIV cases by 2025. But in spite of a dramatic increase of awareness around VMMC, too few men are getting the procedure. Prior research measured this lack of action, but new approaches were needed to identify how to overcome it. Previous efforts have successfully built awareness and intent, but we need to better understand the missing pieces that drive action. In short, we're faced with a complex human problem that needs a systemic human-centered approach to behavior change. Our approach set out to establish a human-centered map of the system that could identify strategic opportunities. Independently funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, conducted under the leadership of the government ministries and in support of the VMMC program partners, we focused on Zambia and Zimbabwe, 2 countries with a high prevalence of HIV and low rates of male circumcision. To understand the challenges, we created a custom methodology that borrows from successful approaches in the private sector. Our goal? To identify the beliefs and mental models that keep men from achieving circumcision and to develop strategies to address them. Teams of local moderators were trained to conduct interviews and game scenarios in their native languages. They were given a simple, comprehensive toolkit that was used to map men's paths to VMMC. The research was implemented across 6 regions in Zambia and 7 in Zimbabwe. This method identified scenarios to explore mental models and emotions that drive behavior using a game-like approach. After interviewing 1,300 boys, men, and their influencers, we were able to identify key beliefs, motivations, mental models, and emotions that drive a man's decision-making process. The synthesized maps and game scenarios revealed visual patterns. These patterns identified common pathways to VMMC as well as barriers that limit progress. The result is a new systematic understanding grounded in the human decision-making process for VMMC. Now we have a holistic view to explain why men behave the way they do. We can change behavior by activating the right influencers and leveraging man's internal drivers. This understanding enables us to align efforts toward the elimination of dissonance that currently inhibits men from getting circumcised, resulting in behavioral changes that will decrease HIV and save lives.